I couldn't dress as a fish. I tried to, it didn't come off. So this is my embodiment of Pisces season, okay? This reading is an all signs reading. We're looking at Pisces season roughly February the 18th to March the 20th. Oh, I looked a little bit OnlyFans there for a minute. To March the 20th. Woohoo! Okay, I've dropped 5 cards on the floor already. They're glittery cards. You've got to behave like a Pisces to get through Pisces season. Lean into it, okay? I'm Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, Mercury in Pisces. I'm qualified, okay? Look at my sequins. Look at these earrings, okay? Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself anything sparkly, okay? Expect me to spoonerize and not be able to talk, because that's also a very Pisces season thing. Okay, 5 cards dropped on the floor and they are big hitters. During Pisces season, and I've written it down with this that Libby gave me. Thank you, Libby. Such a Pisces pen. Oh God, I can't even, there's such a lot. New moon in Pisces on the 28th of February, woohoo, okay? Venus goes retrograde on the 2nd of March. It's a lot. Full moon lunar eclipse on the 14th of March in Virgo, opposite sign of Pisces. Mercury going retrograde the very next day, and that's just the highlights. There's so much more going on, okay? Whew. Let's look at these first 5 cards. Are you ready? These glasses. It's got a certain Elton John quality. Okay, we've got the Ace of Glittery Swords in reverse. This means you don't have access to a rational timeline. And we're going to be looking at everything from career to love life and just the best way to play it during Pisces season. The best opportunities and the things to get rid of. So just accept, especially if you're one of the more logical captain signs, that there is no logic in Pisces season, and it's painful to go looking for it. There is no point. All you do if you go looking for logic in Pisces season is crank up the resistance. You don't actually need it. That is not the wheelhouse to be in. Thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to put so many points on a piece of paper if that's going to be good, or this isn't going to be good, or I'm just going to take some time to calmly think this through. Don't even bother. For example, this, right? This sparkly headband is a belt. So in this costume, this belt was supposed to go around my waist. It went halfway around my waist, but we made it into a headband. Bonus. See everything as a bonus. See every little setback as the opposite. It's the one time, Pisces season, think about Neptune, dreams, glamour, advertising, lighting, mirrors, reflections, sequins. Oh my God, I love Pisces season. Think of nonsense. Think of people like the High Priestess speaking in tongues. Things don't have to make sense. And the things that don't make sense to you, and this is a channeled message, things that don't make sense to you are the things to follow. Think of that as like, if you get a whiff that something is beyond you, you can't work it out, but you're slightly intrigued by it, follow it. If you're in a relationship or you meet a person and you are intrigued by something you cannot put your finger on, follow it. You don't need facts, you don't need logic, which is pretty good because you're not going to get them anyway. Okay. Can I make the sparkles happen? It's got little stars in it. Kind of. Really needs some disco lighting. Anyway, okay. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is a decision card, but it's a very dynamic decision card. It's Wands. So think about it, if you had two torches, boom, like this, and you are trying to choose between them. You can't. It's all heat, it's all fire, it's all dynamic. So Two of Wands is a very experimental card. You're trying this, you're trying that, you're trying this, you're trying that, and you're not thinking about, because that would be the Two of Swords, you're not thinking about, oh, I wonder if I should go this way. You're feeling it. You're feeling it out. You're feeling whether this makes your Kundalini energy, back to the OnlyFans, the Kundalini energy want, literally, as I'm doing this, my hips are moving towards it. We're talking physical. Your body's going to want to move towards it. Okay? Could be a time, if it's about relationships, of extreme physical attraction. Is it real? Will it last? That isn't the question. Okay? You have no idea. When you get Venus as well going retrograde, you tend to find you meet people, you start relationships, and they can be very fragmented, very interesting, intricate relationships. Are they straightforward? No. Are they easily bankable, reliable? Not always. No. When you got Venus retrograde, you explore your relationships with everybody, okay, including romantic partners, but everybody, your friends, your pets, your family, the world, your relationship to food, to exercise. There is a lot going on, okay? And the next card definitely speaks of that. There will be an extended reading, by the way. I will do an extended reading of whatever comes up in this reading. So we'll look at love life, we'll look at career, we'll look at the whole lot. But whatever the strongest theme is that needs taking further and unpacking, it'll be the first link in the description box. Are you ready? When you get this bad boy in reverse, something, oh, look at that, you can actually see the glitter on it. Great. Something has been incredibly repressed. Now, a tower repressed for me is very much like a pressure cooker, where I watch a lot of Australian MasterChef. Going to give it a red hot crack. I know, I just love practicing my Australian accent. I know I've still got a long way to go. Apologies to you Aussies. But I love you all. I love the Aussie sense of humour. Anyway, they go round, they put stuff into this pressure cooker. I've never used one. And you can't just take the lid off because it'll just like, pew! I expect it to pressure cook you in the face. So you've got to release this steam thing. Like that. A bit like Thomas the Tank Engine. Out it goes. And then you can see what you've got in the pot. Think of the tower as your pressure cooker. There's something that you have been wanting to talk about, think about, and that is very, very karmic. Okay, I'll show you the cards here. Look at this. You've got your tower in reverse. This is something very karmic. The lid is going to blow. Three of Swords next to it. And when you get the Three of Swords in reverse as well, it's about letting go of old wounds. Something that was triangulating, something that was deeply hurting, something that was... It had you by the karmic short and curlies, okay? Because if you can see here, we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. That is a hugely karmic card. Pisces is a very, very, very karmic sign. It's a karmic season. Now, I'm very encouraged that these two are in reverse. This one, you just haven't released the valve yet. And I think what's really, really important, and I'm going to take a card for it actually. I'm going to take a card to see what is holding us back from actually hitting that spot, Okay, what's holding us back from hitting that spot? Okay. Tell us what is holding us back, please, from releasing the valve that we need to release that card. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, I appreciate that. Also, this is about the full moon total eclipse that we have on the 14th of March. Getting late into Pisces season, okay? You are going to feel the desire to contact somebody and to say stuff. I don't know what that stuff's going to be. And if I was like placing a bet on this, neither do you. Okay? You don't know what it's going to be because it's going to come up for you so quickly. It could also be that somebody else has stuff to say to you. Now, if this is a work situation, this can be something that is, you know what it's like at work. You know, we all have to eat a lot of, you know what, pie when we're at work, because you can't say everything you feel. It's a working environment. You've got to keep some measure of control and pretense that you actually like the people that you work with. You know what I mean? You can't say what you actually really feel, but sometimes you do. And there's going to be, or this could be also a romantic relationship, which is going to boil up and boil over. The desire to open a tin of whoop-ass and say what you have to say is going to be immense. And it may be triggered by someone else doing that to you. Now, Pisces season does not go toe to toe. It's if you try and have confrontation during Pisces season, you literally, it's like, do you know those things, I don't know what they're called, but they're almost like a snake in a tin that you used to have when you were a kid. Imagine that, but full of glittery confetti. You pull the thing off and confetti goes everywhere and nobody can see anything, and you're just in an absolute sea of sequined confetti nonsense. It would be better for you to get in touch with your feelings, and I know that's such a tea towel thing to say, before any kind of conversation around the time of March the 14th. Okay? So we have a new moon on the 28th. Set your intentions on the 28th of February to the universe for whatever this suppressed thing is for you. Okay? Whether it's to do with something you need to say in a relationship, in a friendship, in a romantic relationship, to your mother, to your dog, whatever, to your boss. Make sure you are in a plumb line of alignment. And it doesn't matter what thoughts or words you have in your head. It matters how it sits somatically in your body. Channeled message. Just gave me a whole electric feeling. Okay? Your body is the barometer. Channeled message. I'm loving this for you. Believe it or not, oh hello, hang on. Any moment this belt could ping off my head, by the way. Gosh. Oh hello, right. Chariot in reverse. This is chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Trying to ride two horses with one arse, not able to choose which one. That's okay. Sink in to the chaos. Really, really important message. Sink in to the chaos. Leave me a comment, okay? Let me know if this is resonating with you, because I really, really feel that this part is really resonating with some of you. So just, and drop me your star sign in the comments, please. I love it when people tell me their astrology in the comments. Really interesting for us all to know. God, what is going on? I'm just going to check. No, they're not all in reverse. This is interesting. There is so much repressed energy going on. God, that's a mess. Okay, good. Two of Wands in the reverse. When you come to this cycle where something is rising up on you, and I'm getting it like a big wave and it wants to overtake and you want to let it out and you want to express it, you've got to choose your moment. And you choose your moment, and this is channeled as well, like hearing a piece of music. And if you've ever learned an instrument of any kind, and you know, in the UK we've all learned the recorder, let's face it, little donkey. Or even if you like dancing around the kitchen, you can feel that there's a gap and then it's going to come back in. And in that gap, when you feel it and you want to just do it, that's your time to speak up, to say your thing, to clearly put your line in the sand. Now remember what happens to lines in the sand, and there's a reason that I said that. A Piscean boundary is always washed away. Very important. A line in the sand will be washed away by the sea, and the next day it's a different line. Be prepared for this to be a movable feast. This, because we have the lunar eclipse followed by Mercury retrograde the next day, and Venus is retrograde, whatever you're setting up, whatever you're getting into, whatever you're expressing, whatever you're jumping on, it's not just going to follow a linear fashion where you go, oh, I've solved that, so now I'm going to do this. We've got the world in reverse. I know, this is like an entirely reverse reading, almost, at the moment. World in reverse, coming to the end of a karmic cycle. You are ending, and it could have gone on for years. And that's why it's going to feel unfinished business. This is unfinished business. You have unfinished business with someone, with something. Only you can know that part. I love this. If you like this, hit the like button. It's quite blingy these days. It goes all different colours. And do share the video as well. Share the sequined love. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse again. So we have that twice. Very, very, very important with the Empress in the reverse. I mean, oh my God. I'm also going to use a different deck. Just to be sure, I'm going to use a different deck. Oh, yes. Oh, I'll do some love stuff, actually, and I'm going to use the Lover's Path for that. Okay. When you get the Empress in reverse, it's about dealing with the feminine. Some of you are dealing with mothers, motherhood, sisters, aunties, being in your feminine. What your feminine looks like is changing. Your feminine energy is changing. You don't have to apologize for how you know what you know or why you're making the next move that you're making. Believe me, Gaia, the universe, so I'm getting into my summer of love here, trusts you. Trust yourself. Look at the world. Look at how nature works, for example. Is it linear? No, it's full of Fibonacci sequences. It's full of mud and tooth and claw and tides and mystery. And so are we. We're in Pisces season, baby. You don't have to obey the rules. So things may come up with mothers, with motherhood, with feminine energy. Let them come up. Throw it all into the melting pot. Okay, throw it all into the melting pot. I'm going to take a few cards just for your love life as well. Then I'm going to take a couple of shadow cards. This is very exciting. I like this. I mean, we're definitely, if you look at the cards, look at them. I mean, it's just, that is such, normally I tidy them a lot more, but not in Pisces season. because Pisces is like, this is called the mosaic tarot. It's like a mosaic. Think of it in those terms. Look how all of the energy cards, all of the fire cards are in reverse. They're begging you not to rush because you're going to miss something. You're going to miss something exciting. It's also a time of germination. Because we're ending a cycle, and I feel like we're ending that cycle on the 14th of March, but we're not fully ending it because we've got Mercury retrograde the next day. We've got a new moon eclipse, which is in Aries season, early on, 29th of March. And I feel like that is when we start to take some shape into where we're going next. But there's so much to close out here. There are some people who will be just letting go. That card came up for Valentine's Day. I know. 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. Some of you are in some kind of romantic deadlock with somebody. It's not major arcana, so it's not like the be all and end all, but it's a feeling, and at last that Knight of Wands goes up into the upright. We've got 3 Knights of Wands. Okay. 5 of Swords is a card of who's going to blink first. So in your love life, there's a sense here of who's going to make a move, who's going to go out on a limb, who's going to be the one that puts it on the line, who's going to break this deadlock, this silence, this who texted who, or whatever it is. Venus in Aquarius is a sense of detachment. It can be a very nice sense of detachment. I say that because I've got Venus in Aquarius. But it can be that the feelings are there, but they're very, very boxed off for a reason, okay? Strategy, something going on. We then have the Knight of Wands finally in the upright. So fire sign energy here. And somebody, let's have another card because I don't know if it's you or someone else. Yeah, okay. Somebody that you've worried about, somebody that you've thought about, because we've got the 9 of Swords, which is a card of worry. It's a card of being very much up in your head about a relationship, wondering what the strategy is, wondering what this person's about, wondering what you're about, wondering what the whole thing is about. Mystery, talking but never understanding each other, communicating but never quite getting there. Knight of Wands rides roughshod through that. Knight of Wands is attraction, fire, the energy of somehow we're going to move this thing forward. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Be careful, okay? Be careful. I'm going to take one more card for that. Yes, 7 of Swords. This is really important, people, okay? I feel that energy. Right, we're paying attention. We've got the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Swords. There is a situation that you've been involved in that you have not been able to call for a long time. There are secrets in this. There are things that are hidden in this. You feel somehow you've been let down, but you don't know how you've been let down. This is complicated. You've got Venus retrograde, which means you get the opportunity to look back over this situation. This could be an ex. This could be a situationship. This could be anything that's complicated, that has hidden pockets, and you just don't know why it is like it is. I find it very, very interesting, and I want to take a couple of shadow cards for it. So, break the fourth wall, show you my elasticated trousers. Okay, let's take a couple of shadow cards for this, please. I feel the energy here of this confusion. The Hermit, that's interesting. totally get that. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles and that one. Good. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands as a shadow card. Okay. For me, when you get the Four of Wands as a shadow card, it's about twin flame, it's about 1111, it's about knowing that there is a portal. You've got this Six of Cups in reverse up here. And this is about all friendships, all romantic relationships, all of your relationships are in some kind of karmic retrograde. We've got the Hermit who's hiding. They're hiding, but also you're hiding. You're both hiding from each other. You're hiding your true selves. Because I think you think or feel if you reveal your true self, you're going to break it. Now, Pisces season is weird because it's not obviously a strong season. It feels like mosaics and bits and sparkles and champagne bubbles and all of that good stuff, but actually there's a lot of strength in being the 12th sign of the zodiac energy. So there's something here about your light and your refusal to let that light ever be blown out. You are ready for this. You don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know where it's going to come from. You don't know how this, I suppose we could call it a confrontation, but how this peak moment is going to happen in your relationships. But here, Ace of Pentacles, anything that has not got strong roots must die off. It must die off. You can't keep a hold of it. If the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, if the World card says this is the end of this particular cycle, the Queen of Pentacles is the part of you that wants to hold on. Let go. Let go and let God. Oof. This for some of you could mean leaving a job. For some of you it could mean leaving a place. For others of you, leaving a person. Yeah, you are not going to feel like it. You are not going to want to do that. We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. But look, with the Ten of Wands. And this is a difficult read. I'm telling you, this is a difficult read and I get it. But by God, when you drop that burden, the levity you're going to feel, but you're not going to feel it just yet, okay? Not just yet, because you've got to get through Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde, God, I nearly knocked myself out on my own disco necklace. Mercury retrograde is going to hold you to account and keep throwing situations at you which test you. Then we have the Magician. I love this. This is agency. You have agency over your own manifestations. Now, the upside of Pisces season, it is a glorious time for manifesting. The weirder, the better. Tarot reading, Reiki, my God, anything. Love spells, manifesting, vision boards, journaling. Get the whole lot out. It's really, really, really important. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. No acting on impulse, okay? It's not, that time will come. We've got Aries season coming. At the moment, cool your jets. Cool your jets. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. You are not satisfied with the result of something. It's not enough for you. And it shouldn't be enough for you. And you know that and you feel it in your water. Pisces season. We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Someone isn't talking, and that someone's maybe you. It could be someone else. It could be both of you. It could be your boss, could be you, could be your significant other. You're not supposed to be talking yet. Silence is golden. Remember, you're almost, think of Neptune as like being in a silent but very beautiful dream. Okay? And with that in mind, we have finally the Moon card. Represents Pisces. We're in Pisces season. You will not make sense of everything straight away. Okay? You will not make sense of everything straight away. You're not supposed to. If it makes sense, you're probably in the wrong direction. Whew. I'm going to go do the extended reading. Oh my God. I'm going to use a very Piscean deck in the extended reading. I'm going to use some more of the Lover's Path because we'll do some more love cards. But I'm also going to use the Veil Tarot, the Enchanted Veil, because I feel like we're moving in and out of the veil as well. So we're going to look at love life. We're going to look at the best way forward for you. We're going to look at what's happening in your spiritual life, everything, the whole 9 yards. We're going to channel more messages, and I have a feeling it's going to get a whole lot more weird. So if you want to come and join me for the extended, I'm going there right now. And it's the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment, lovely people. Enjoy Pisces season. Woohoo! Rock your sequins. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.